Hey everybody, this is Nikki with Delicate Tension Tarot. This is going to be a reading for the sign of Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or if you just have a lot of Sagittarius placements in your chart or very strong Sagittarius placements in your chart. This is going to be for the energies surrounding the first 2 weeks of August. You're the second person I've done that for. October. So October 1st through the 15th. We do have a full moon in Aries happening on the 13th of this month. We also have Pluto going direct October 3rd. Now, Pluto going direct is important because it's been in its retrograde for the past 6 months. That has been a very strong time of really going within and facing the darker aspects of ourselves, as well as the people in our lives or the environment. All depends on where you're at. For some people, it simply is a deepening of spiritual values and really trying to understand maybe the things that we still haven't healed, and then trying to work on that and overcoming those obstacles that have really prevented us from moving forward in life. Now with it going direct, we can see a lot more of that happening, and I do think that because of that, I really think beautiful things are coming. I really do. It's, I mean, it kind of does remind me of the story of Persephone and how she spends half of the year with Hades in the underworld. And it feels very similar to that. It's almost like spending 6 months in the underworld and then emerging from that dark place, being able to see hope or light or life, growth, beauty. I really do think it's this interesting emergence. Haven't really talked about that story at all yet in these readings, so maybe that holds some importance or significance for you. So I'm going to take a minute, kind of tune in and see what it is I pick up. Let's see what it is that I see. Huh. So I feel like I'm in a restaurant right now. Really dim lighting. But beautiful nonetheless. I mean, it looks nice. I feel like I'm in a nice place. You know, the kind of place where plates are definitely like $30 and up. So a nice place. Maybe it's a special occasion. And I'm looking around the room, and it's, you know what it's like when you're in a space and you can hear so much going on. You can hear the clanging of silverware, plates, people talking all at once, maybe a little bit of music in the background, but it's like you're looking around and I feel like somebody's supposed to be sitting across from you, but they're not there. You start getting a little worried, wondering if they're ever going to show up, wondering if you've been stood up, starting to get a little upset. You're getting reminded of the past. And then out of nowhere, you see them. And you see them across the restaurant. And I feel like there's that really big sigh of relief. So I feel like it is this thing of expecting the unexpected. But in really weird ways. It's like expecting things to go wrong, having faith that they won't, but then when it's really confirmed or validated that that person shows up, or this thing, you feel that deep sigh of relief because you trusted yourself. Yeah. Okay. So let's see what we have going on. what's going to be happening for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the first 2 weeks of October. Okay. There's the Moon. There is the Chariot. Unexpected arrival, or maybe unexpected arrival. Yeah, how nice. This is lovely. Ooh. Fantastic. Okay. You have got some really interesting facets of yourself, I must say, right now. To me, this is typical Sagittarian energy, Knight of Wands. It is someone who is on the go. It's someone who loves to travel. It's someone who's just very busy, very active, and very social, very communicative. They definitely have a way about them, right? But there is this essence of man, I think you've really gone through this interesting, I want to use the term nuclear winter. I mean, I feel like the Tower being here would define that better when I say nuclear winter, but, you know, with Death representing Pluto, representing Scorpio, I feel like you have really either cleared out a lot of stuff, or you've really learned to understand that there's a lot of wisdom that lies in maintaining hope. It's almost like having hope for a better tomorrow is what heals you constantly. No matter what evolutions take place for you. I feel like as long as you hold on to hope, the changes just aren't that jarring. And I think right now, or maybe currently or lately or for the next 2 weeks, there is this thing where every day is a choice. Every day you're choosing to maintain this balance, this very projected action into the unknown and into unexplored or unknown territory. That's the way that I see this. It's like this is the person taking off in the vehicle, and this is kind of the terrain that they're going through, right? Like moving through this unknown territory. And I feel like it's your inner compass and maybe a little bit of moonlight and the stars from the external world that's guiding you at this time. There's a lot of emotional enlightenment that you've been having. I also feel like that the past year you could have experienced a lot of what I would like to call fated events, or maybe feeling as if you've been involved in fated events. There could be some interesting understandings around connections and underlying connections in your life right now. Maybe you're revisiting them with a little more of a solid, stable emotional outlook. You're not really allowing the experience to control the way that you feel. If anything, you're really using your ability to look at it and detach from it, still have emotions towards it, but not letting those things like overrun you or control you to where you're in this energy. Because there is an essence of you kind of moving beyond that. So that being said, let's clarify this. I also do think, from based on what I saw in the beginning, that there is one special connection in particular that you do. It's almost like you don't think it's going to pull through, but I think it does at the last minute. I think it does. So let's clarify the moon and the chariot. Well, we have the sun. Nice little polar opposites there. Yeah, there's a lot of newfound clarity with you. I think, too, you're making a choice to where you don't want to do this journey alone anymore. That could be finalizing or choosing things with a partner. It could be you getting more clear on what it is that you do want out of a partner so that you can find that. Yeah, because Empress is clarifying the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. And when the Nine of Pentacles is in reverse, it's a woman who's comfortable. The Nine of Pentacles to me is a very downgraded version of the Empress. To me, you move from the Nine of Pentacles to the Queen of Pentacles, and then the Queen of Pentacles to the Empress. So it could be this thing where maybe you're thinking about stepping out of the dating scene and finally choosing one person to get into a relationship with. Maybe it's something where you want to move a little faster than you normally do. But there's just this essence of really wanting to have something in your life that grows, or it's wanting to fully go all in into yourself and really go from point A to point B in terms of how you manage maybe your finances in your life, how you manage the world around you, what it is that you actually contribute all your energy into growing. So let's clarify the Hermit and Death, please. We have the Page of Pentacles, and then let's clarify the Star. Oh, that was a whole lot. I'm not going to take those. Let's clarify the Star, please. I think you're waiting for some sort of sign. I think you're waiting for some sort of symbol or token of affection. I think you're waiting for somebody to show up. I think you're waiting for somebody to come sit at the table, so to speak. I very much so, for whatever reason, feel like this is that phrase of give me one good reason. Give me a good reason. Let's clarify the King of Cups and the Hanged Man in reverse. So here's a good reason. Page of Cups. And here's a million different reasons. This is a lot, so I'm sorry. We have the Eight of Cups, Six of Wands, Strength, Five of Cups, and Ten of Cups. This King of Cups energy may be somebody that you've been dealing with or have dealt with in the past. I do think you had to walk away from this connection. One of you did, either you or the other person, in order to feel successful. I think that required a lot of strength out of you. And I do always think that even though you walked away, you still either thought about this person or you literally looked up into the stars like I was talking about over here with the Hermit and the Star card, and you always had hope. There was always hope for a better tomorrow. There could have even been hope maintained that one day maybe you would be with this person again. Or maybe you'd cross paths, or maybe you would meet someone better, or whatever the case is. Now, I do feel like with the Five of Cups and the Ten of Cups, I do feel as if there could possibly be someone that you do have very strong ties to, because the Devil just wanted to fall out, who is missing you. And I think they know that they missed out on something that could have really gone the long haul. I do think you made this person very happy. And I don't think they actually realized how happy you made them until your presence was no longer there. I also now think with the King of Pentacles being present and the Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck, that this person does want to give you a very good reason. So instead of you saying, give me one good reason, they're like, here, I'll give you quite a few. And on top of that, I want to give you something even more. So let's go ahead and use the themed energy. What is going to be happening for Sagittarius for the first 2 weeks of October, please? Wow. Caution. Open up. I think you need to tread lightly. Reminder. Water. I also think this is asking you that even though you might need to open up to express your emotions, or maybe this person needs to open up to express theirs, you might be reminded of something from the past, kind of like what I was saying in the beginning of this reading, where you are sitting at that table by yourself and you're thinking about all the things that have gone wrong before and how you feel like something's repeating itself. Now, I don't think something's necessarily repeating itself here, but it just is asking you that if you start seeing red flags, if there is a caution sign that is being thrown up and you're being reminded of things, even though you need to stay open, be cautious. Don't overextend yourself. We have Found and we have Mirror. I do think that you and this person mirror each other greatly. That means that you might mimic each other in quite some, multitude of ways. Maybe when you look at this person and you're calling out all this bullshit out of them, all these flaws that you see in them, more than likely you have those flaws yourself. You just don't see them as clearly, or you don't see the manner in which you exercise those same flaws in your relationships. But you do. So just take some time to think about that. Yeah, gesture. So I do think this person is offering up something to you, or you are offering something to this other person. However, like I said, tread lightly. I don't feel bad about this. I do feel like that this is something very real. I think it's very solid and very tangible. All I'm saying is that if you start seeing anything that makes you feel cautious, simply listen to it. Heed your intuition. That doesn't mean you have to totally slam the door, but just really, basically what I'm getting at is you need to call the person on their bluff. If you feel like there is a red flag, test it. And if those red flags just keep building, if the alarm starts sounding, that's when you can back away a little more and see what this person does in response. With that being said, I hope you have a lovely first 2 weeks of October. If this resonated with you, you can contact me for a personal reading at delicatetensiontarot@gmail.com. It is in the description box below. Or if you'd like to follow me on Instagram, my handle is @delicatetension. Also, if this resonated with you, please hit the like button, share, subscribe, whatever you want to do. Stay tuned, because obviously I am going to be posting a last 2 weeks of October reading, so I will be posting a reading from October 15th through the 30th or 31st. I will also be doing a full moon energy reading for all the signs, as well as an overall energy, and I will be doing a collective energy read for Pluto going direct. I don't know if I'm going to do anything for Halloween yet, so just stay tuned for that. Who knows? We'll see. Have a good night.